Hey guys, Ayana here from Amisha Designs, and in today's refashion, I'm going to create a piece that was inspired by this. So let's go. For my first step, I dismantled the shirt by separating the back from the front, removing the sleeves and the shirt collar. Now, because the front part of the shirt is separated into two panel pieces, what I did was remove the buttons from one panel and then put them together and stitched it to create one big piece of fabric to work with. I used the back piece of my shirt to create the two front pieces for the pants aspect and used the pre-existing pants that fits me well as my template. I did this same process with the front piece of my shirt to get the two back pieces for the pants. Now with the second shirt, I used that to create the top aspect for the piece. The first thing I did was draw a straight line to make sure that I got a nice clean cut when I cut away the top aspect of the shirt. Once that was done, I removed the sleeves in the process, and then I took my ruler and I went down 8 inches on either side so that I could create the length of the top that I needed. Once I went down 8 inches, I drew a straight line there to cut away the excess fabric, and I had my top piece. Now that I have my top and bottom aspect, before I attached anything, I wanted to create somewhat of a sweetheart effect. So it's not a full sweetheart. Now, my hack for this was actually creating a kind of semicircle shape and cutting it out. So when I pulled the top down to my shoulders, it created the effect that I wanted. Now, I tried on the top and drew that semicircle shape just to make sure that I was getting it in the right place. Once I had that little shape traced out, I just cut it out and created my effect. Time for me to attach everything. I turned my pants inside out, left my top right side and placed it into the pants top part first. Front and back of top facing front and back of pants, lined up all my seams side, front and back and clipped it into place. Another hack I do to ensure that my stitch line is even in width when attaching. I take my ruler and measure 1 inch down from the top part of the waist, all around that waist area. Another tip, make sure that your waist area is cut even in height. These two hacks are to ensure that the waist area doesn't come out high and low. Now that I have everything attached, to be able to get in and out of this piece, I'm attaching a zipper on the side starting from under the arm and going all the way down. This zipper is about 12 inches long. Now for the sleeves. So what I did was reattach the sleeves that I cut away from the larger sheet. And I used a piece of elastic to create that clingy effect onto the sides. I also used a piece of elastic at the bottom of the sleeve to create that puff look that the sleeve has. And voila, there it is, my interpretation of the piece. I don't like to recreate someone else's creative work. I just love pulling inspiration from it. So guys, till next time, deuces.